Hey guys, Rookie Luck here, back once again. I hope everyone's having a great day. And today I just wanted to share a few new tools that I've gotten in the last week and a half or so. Um, and also wanted to share a couple projects that I've been doing. Um, Nothing too spectacular, but yeah, I like to do these updates every once in a while and share what's going on. Um, so yeah, about a week and a half ago, I went to actually, it's a local hydraulic shop here in my town to get some just some O-rings. I'll show what these are for later. And I noticed that they had a big tool catalog. I didn't expect a hydraulic shop to sell tools, so I was kind of surprised that they have this catalog for people to grab and take a look at. Um, so yeah, I took this home and looked at it for a couple days and went back a couple days later and ordered a few tools from them, and they just came in not too long ago. Um, just a few things, nothing too major, but I thought I'd share them with you guys. Um, First, this 1/8 inch double-ended drill bit. Always wanted to get some double-ended drill bits, thought they would come in handy. This I've been wanting to get for a while, just an extractor. So, Paul, if you're watching, you don't need to send me an extractor. I found a source for them, and they're pretty cheap too. Was gonna buy a pack of them, but I don't see myself using them that often. But that being said, these things are great to have. When it comes time you need them, you really need them. So it's yeah, not a bad thing to have a pack of. I might get more if I see a need for it. And with that, I've always had this T handle here. Um, one of two T handles that I have, and I didn't really like this one because it's the handle's just free to fall out, except for this one end. So I actually drilled and tapped it, put a set screw down there so I can yeah, put this in the center and tighten it up and give me a good strong T handle to yank out those caps on padlocks. Actually, I have one. Oh, it's not nearby, but I have one soon that I'm gonna take apart. I've actually never disassembled a sealed padlock before, so I'll be sharing that. What else did I get? Oh, finally got a nice dead blow hammer. Again, something else I've been wanting to get for a while. Actually, it's filled with shot, I guess. I was kind of surprised that the at least this end comes off. I'm not sure about this one, but yeah. So the probably both of them come off. I just too tight to get the black end off. What else? Last, certainly not least. This is something I've been wanting for a while too. Yeah, decent pair of oh, excuse me, decent pair of dial calipers. Um, I do have digital calipers, but they're of the cheap Chinese variety. Sure, everyone's seen them and everyone has them. Um, these are probably made under probably 50 or more different brand names. This one's a Mastercraft from our good old crappy tire, Canadian Tire. But this thing does not keep a zero for crap. Um, Even after zeroing it, it's pretty crappy. Pretty crappy digital caliper. Really crappy. So yeah, I always wanted to have a dial caliper, and this thing, although being no name, it says it's hardened stainless. It's really, really smooth. I mean, extremely smooth, especially after being so used to that crappy digital one. And it, oh, this thing maybe will focus. It zeroes out perfect every time. So, really happy with it. Actually, was kind of disappointed at first because a little bit of deception in the flyer here in the catalog. Let me see if I can find it. Huh, it went right through the page before. Let me see if I can find it quick here, guys. Stand by. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with dial caliper. Whoa, what's going on here with the exposure? Yeah, not sure if you guys are familiar with dial caliper brands and stuff, but well, first of all, the one in the picture has a black dial, and as you can see, the one I got has a white dial, and also, I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure if you guys know brands, but can barely make out there that this is a Shar's digital dial caliper, and for $50, I was pretty happy. So I yeah, jumped on that pretty quick. But as you can see, what I got is not a Shar's. It's a no-name. No-name dial caliper. But besides that, I'm happy with it. It's keeping a good zero. It's pretty accurate, and it's extremely smooth. It's so nice to have something that feels good like that. I actually prefer not to know where this is made because I have a pretty good idea, but I can still dream and think that it's made somewhere else. But yeah, like I said, still happy with it. Works great. And sure enough, when I get back and I'm looking at this magazine, this catalog, sure enough, come on, like, yeah. Pictures and or descriptions of some products may differ, so they covered their ass on that on that aspect. So yeah, what can I do? But yeah, those are new tools that I've gotten. And as far as what I've been working on, really not too much. You all see that I got that prize from Noctis Modus, and this was in there. Didn't really think twice about it. Just thought it was like a standard pin tumbler ASA. But look at this. Look at this little hook here. That generally tells you that there's, you know what I mean? Key would have to, you know what I mean? Fill these gaps basically. Oh, excuse me. Fill these gaps basically. And usually when a key has like a ledge like that, it's like an Everest or a Primus or what have you. So sure enough, this has 3 finger pins. There's no sidebar per se, but the 3 finger pins interact with 3 ball bearings that are in a sidebar groove. So I was actually able to make a key, surprisingly. The finger pins are not sprung, so, and even if they were, it probably wouldn't work at all, but since they're not sprung, the lock works when it's well, right side up, as it would be in overseas. But when it's upside down, or how we have it here, take the key out, put it back in, it won't work. Actually, right now I think the, oh no, the balls are actually in here. But yeah, I was practicing picking it, and even without those balls, or without the side finger pins, let's say, this thing is a beast to pick. Yeah, it just goes to show, yeah. So I mean, some people think that every assa is hard, but really the ones with the newer style pins I kind of have the feel for. But yeah, this one kind of gave me a run for my money. Kind of surprised me how it behaved. Um, so yeah, the other thing I was working on, I'm sure most of you by now have seen Multi-Pix dimple picks. Yeah, I want to put out there that I've been actually thinking about this for a while, but seeing Multi-Pix new picks kind of reminded me that this was a project on my list to make a handle with some extra grip there in the form of O-rings. I know a lot of people are going to think I'm just copying them or whatever, but I mean, I've seen this on other products, and I kind of got inspired by that. Still not sure how to go about spacing them, if this is like too much or too close together or whatever. But extremely happy with how it came out, because I didn't use a jig or anything to do this. I just had this chucked up on the drill press, started my first cut with hacksaw blade while this was spinning, obviously. Just went in there with hacksaw blade and did that first cut, and then kind of eyed out my second cut to see where I wanted it. Did the second cut, and yeah, just tried to keep that spacing through the rest of them, and I'm amazed that I was able to do this, because I'm sure if I tried it again it would come out like crap. But even if I measure these with a caliper, they come out within 5/10 of each other. So yeah, really surprised that I was able to do this, to be honest. Yeah, sure most of you are familiar with the usual handles that I do. So yeah, this is working out good. I'm actually gonna go back and make them a bit deeper, and probably use a smaller O-ring, so it comes out just a little bit proud of the surface. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. Not perfect, but yeah, works out good. Gives you a way better grip and tactile feel, so I think it's a win. Just gonna experiment with different spacing and yeah, deepening those grooves and see how that works out. Yeah, all right, guys. I just like I said, just wanted to share what I've been up to, and a few new tools that I've been purchased in the last week, and yeah, they've been working out great. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. I think I'm going to chuck this up in the vise and see if I can get into it. All right, guys, take care. See you in the next one.